Okay, so we are going to dive into fables. So remember that a fable is a type of story, a traditional tale. Um, we are specifically going to study Aesop's fables. A lot of his fables have been retold or rewritten in a language that is a little more understandable to us because he used some old language, old phrases that, because we're trying to interpret them, that moral or life lesson would kind of get lost. But his stories are still applicable to today, which makes them fascinating. All fables are a short story that have a moral at the end of it. Um, Remember, based off of what we talked about yesterday, let me see if I can get this smaller. I don't think I can. When we are reading fables as well as writing our own, the purpose is to teach a life lesson. Okay? The characters are often animals that act and think like humans. Okay? The conflict, so the problem, the issue between the characters, it will always be resolved at the end. So you're not going to end a story necessarily on a sad note. Um, you normally have two, like a good character and a bad character. And so these traits of these characters are compared to one another. And then you have the theme, which is your moral or lesson. As we read these, I want you to keep the purpose and element in mind, but also remember this purpose and element when you are reading or writing your own fable. So I want to go ahead and preview the vocabulary in our story for this week. If you look here to the right where I'm clicking, you can see our 5 vocabulary words. As always, look them up. If you're not sure, I will go over them briefly. We have elegant, which it means graceful in style and beauty. We normally think of royalty as elegant. Our next word is remarkable, which is something that's extraordinary or amazing. Flattery is praise that is usually dishonest or exaggerated. So it's one thing to give someone a compliment, okay? And they may say something along the lines of, I'm flattered, which is totally fine. But sometimes there's other people who exaggerate it and it becomes disingenuous, okay? We also have spectacle, which is entertaining sight or display, and then imitation, a copy of something else. We will apply these words as we read our story. I think you guys will enjoy this tale that we will start reading either tomorrow or next week. I can't remember. But make sure that you have a good understanding of these words before we do dive into Aesop's Fox. All right. I will be back with continuing our lesson on writing a fable.